Welcome back, guys. Our guest this week, he is a content creator. He is the founder of the Dream Squad and a member of the Nelk Boys. He's an awesome content creator. If you guys want to check him out on TikTok, on YouTube, he's got some really, really funny clips. Welcome, Cousin Jay, to the show. How you doing?
Thank you, my man.
AKA
Appreciate
Thanos.
AKA, yeah, I got the infinity. Oh, yeah, that didn't go as planned, but yeah, we're here. We're live and direct.
That's what I'm saying.
Cousin Jay, great introduction, man. Thank you so much.
Of course, I appreciate it.
for welcoming me.
Like, I want to get rid of traffic. Snap, and then all of a sudden, yeah, you just broke some shit.
Oh, yeah.
All right, that's awesome. Hey, man, so just origin story. I am moderately familiar with the Nelk Boys. I watch their podcast. I watch Full Send podcasts sometimes. And then I have been learning a little bit about your come up, where you came from. Sacramento, California. I have a lot of friends from Sacramento.
916.
Huh? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You grew up there. Can you talk about, I haven't heard you talk about this specifically, growing up, and I know you had an estranged relationship with your father. What was it like growing up in Sacramento?
I'll say it was pretty boring, honestly speaking. You know, I mean, yeah, single mother household, you know, the typical story. But I'm sorry, I just feel like my superpowers are activating. But yeah, I'll put it behind.
Take that to power slap.
Oh my
Take
God.
that with you to power slaps.
Imagine. No, yeah. Hopefully we can get in. They're charging a lot for that.
Dude, if they had left-handed power slap, I might try it out, you know?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. You know, I grew up painting and designing clothes, and I still do that to this day.
Yeah.
Growing up, you know, pretty dry weather compared to Miami, which is where I live now.
Yeah.
Super humid.
Yeah.
A very big switch.
Yeah.
Stayed there till I was nearly 19. I was 18, approaching 19. And then, yeah, I just moved to LA and to chase my dreams, and that's what got us here.
Were you a Kings fan?
Well, I used to go to a lot of their games because my cousin, his dad, he like works with electrical units and stuff like that for HVAC.
Yeah.
And we always got invited to the Kings game. So when Jimmer Fredette was there, I was a Kings fan.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. And then you went to high school with Salim? Is that what happened?
Yeah, Casumnes Oaks High School, that is. That really changed my life. That was an amazing school. We were the Wolf Pack.
Okay. Did you play any sports? Were you do football, basketball, anything like that?
I did play football when I was in middle school.
Yeah.
I played for the Elk Grove Dukes, and I wasn't really into football. I only played that just so I can be friends with one of my friends because that was just I feel like it's a good way to connect with you.
It's the best. I mean, I'm still friends with the guys from my football team.
Exactly.
Yeah,
No, yeah.
for sure.
And, you know, I played soccer when I was in elementary school, I believe. And then I tried out for the basketball team. Didn't make that. I made it to like the last cut, and then I got cut.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then, yeah, that's it.
When did you know, was it around high school that you knew you wanted to be a content creator?
In middle school, I wanted to be a content creator. One day I was like, I want to be famous. And then I was like, that's kind of corny just to blurt that out. That's pretty whack. To want to be famous for no reason, without a purpose, that's whack. So then I found my purpose, and that was designing clothes and painting and just being creative.
Yeah.
And so I started after a $20 investment from my mother. I was selling candy, like those Mexican lollipops, the ones with the mango and the chili and the watermelon with the chili on it. And then I would sell chips, Gatorade, all different types of snacks to get the investment to invest into a heat press. The heat press got a sewing machine and like just a bunch of different things to just start designing clothes. Yeah. And sorry, bear with me. Like I just got off a flight.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
very dehydrated. So if I lose my train of thought, that might be why.
Listen, if you lose your train of thought, it'll probably be better interview.
Yeah.
Get really deep.
No,
down.
yeah, we're gonna get
like
real.
A therapy session.
We are. This is
exactly.
Real. This is the real Cousin Jay. This is not the real-ish Cousin Jay that you guys seen in the past.
I should make all my guests go 24 hours with no sleep and fasting when they come in here.
No, I could perform my best like when I'm at my lowest, and I feel like most of the podcasts that I have been on, I've been extremely tired.
Yeah.
But today I'm a little bit less tired, so we might get a little bit better, Cousin Jay. So.
Nice. All right, so Is there a moment when you see? Do you know who Nick Santonastasso is? He's missing 2 legs and an arm. He's a content creator.
He definitely stands out for sure.
For sure. He's awesome. He went into a Walmart one time and did this prank video where he dresses up like a zombie and he comes crawling around. This guy's getting toilet paper, and he comes crawling around going, "Brah," and he's only got one arm, and he looks like there's no way for your brain to facilitate what you're looking at. And people's like throwing toilet paper at him, running and screaming.
They're really scared.
This is on Vine. He gets 800,000 views on Vine, which back then, I mean, that's like a really big thing. And then from there, he just kind of knew this is what I want to do, right? He
be a zombie.
Correct. Well, not just be a zombie, but just make content.
I see.
And the prank content, obviously, Vitaly, one of the earlier guys doing some of that content. What was there a moment for you where you said, hey, this is definitely what I want to do? Was there somebody who inspired you? Was a moment where you said, I would be willing to do this even if it wasn't successful?
Yeah, 100%. Honestly, I looked up to DDG at one point in time, and he's like a music artist now. I really liked the adversity that he faced with how all his viewers and the people around him would kind of call him a YouTube rapper, and he tried to make it a point to be who he wanted to be, which is an artist, Because to be categorized as just YouTube, it could just be, it feels almost corny.
Yeah.
That's the YouTuber, you know what I'm saying? So he proved a point, and now he's a music artist. And then the Minorities, it was a vlogging channel. They still make content to this day. And I've actually bumped shoulders with all these people. Like the people who I looked up to, I got dinner with them, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they actually copped my dinner, and that's a surreal feeling to like meet the people you used to look up to and be at the same level, that's pretty cool. But yeah, those are the 2 people. And Smooth Geo at the time, that was one of the first creators too. I don't know if you know who he is. He used to do interviews when I was in middle school. Coming into high school, I used to see his content, and I just loved the confidence he had, and he still has it to this day. And
you've probably seen a lot of creators are just doing man on the street videos.
Yeah.
Right. Even when you think about, 2 guys doing that video in Nashville, the Hawk Tua video, like she even asked them to not post that video. They posted it. It went super viral. There's tons of people out there that's how they're starting their channel, is they're just walking around doing
run and gun content.
Run and gun, man on the street videos. You were probably doing that before this was a fad.
That's what I did.
Was there a point where you started doing that and you noticed any kind of traction?
Yeah. I mean, fortunately, like most of the things that I do, it just goes viral. I don't know. I feel like I just got the Midas touch.
Well, I mean, dude, honestly, you're also willing to go where other people aren't.
Yeah.
Like the thing where the grandma's kissing you.
Yeah.
That is, that's a place, that's a road a lot of us wouldn't have gone.
Croatia.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. That grandma was into you, for sure.
I asked her mom.
Yeah, that was crazy. My favorite video of yours is when you go to that, I guess it's like some kind of country bar, and you start picking up white girls in front of their boyfriends.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I wish you would do a series on that. I wish it
really,
dude. You have
that one I actually felt bad on.
Yeah,
because they actually take it personal. Like them frat boys, they don't play about their girls.
I can't imagine what the comments were like.
That one was probably like the most hate I received on a video. If I even,
I think you should do 20 of those.
Wow,
those are incredible.
I think
you should go to Nashville and do them. Go to Austin and do them. Go to Scottsdale. Go to Scottsdale and do them. 100%.
You want to get me shot?
Those are hilarious. That is so funny, man.
No, I feel you.
Yeah.
It like in the middle of it, it is very funny. It's a lot. Because people already stereotype me to want to take their girls. So that it might be just subconsciously come from that. Like because I try to be nice as possible.
Yeah.
I don't want to fit the stereotype where I look like don't I look like the type of guy, you leave your girl inside this apartment, you think I would have sex, you think I would have sex with your woman.
I forgot there's a name for that. What is it? Jody. We call him Jody.
Yeah, you think I'm
a
Jody.
Military. Huh?
Tell me you think I'm a Jody. Do you think I would have the qualifications of being
to try?
Would I act on it?
Yeah,
without knowing me.
I can see it. Well, honestly, you want to know why?
Please.
It's your generation. I actually think that you're like my generation.
Yeah.
I just feel like we were far less likely to try to steal each other's girl. And I feel like your generation, not you specifically, but I feel like your generation feels a little bit more like you know, the Machine Gun Kelly, Tekashi 6ix9ine. Like it just seems like
the villain.
The villain, but it's also villain, like the bro code isn't important, right?
I 1,000% agree with you. You know, I've had relationships before, and I mean, the shoe fits for me. Like with that generation, like people definitely try to take over like your girl.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to talk about this. I was going to bring this up later, but you did my buddy Sean's podcast. You were on, Sean Michael Kelly.
Yeah, awesome guy.
Yeah, he's great. He's terrific. I had dinner with him the other night, and there's a couple things he said in there. The first one is you were pretty open about a friend of yours like ganking a girl, and I was just curious, like what happened in that experience. How well did you know this guy before? And then, like, what happened? Like, the reason why I'm asking is, so,
oh my God.
Go ahead. This is a lot of my clients are one of the troubles that they have is dating. A lot of them have dealt with a bad marriage, infidelity, looking for signs for stuff to happen. And then there's also the concept of clout chasing that was involved with this. And I just wonder if you could just describe that whole scenario for maybe almost like a trauma release for other people who have gone through something similar.
Well, I mean, for that particular person who yanked the girl from me, it wasn't my girlfriend. It was a situation where a girl, you know, she flew to come see a brother from another mother. Yeah. And, you know, it's pretty funny because I don't claim girls to be my girl, especially if I just met them, whether it be through social media or in person that same week or day. But, you know, it's a bro code, like an unsaid thing. You know, we're running a 2-man and we're out in a specific area. And during that 2-man, as I mentioned, this girl came here to see me. It was very apparent.
She flew out.
She flew out to come see me. And
this is in LA?
No, this location won't be.
Okay, perfect.
Just for
I
the
totally
sake
understand.
For goodness sake.
Yeah.
And she came, and you know, this 2-man was going very well. Boom. Comes to the end of the night. This particular friend, quote unquote friend, yanked the shorty that I was with because the shorty that I was with went to the restroom. She said she needed to use the restroom. His girl started kind of vomiting. And I was like, let me help your girl so she can be safe, you know, get some water, you know. And then while the girl that I was with went to his room, you know, by the time his girl was taken care of as far as like her safety, that girl comes out. No, the girl that I came with back to the B&B was still in the bathroom or on the bed. I think, I seen her laying in the bed actually. Sorry. This is a very long time ago.
Yeah.
And Buddy comes out of the room and he's like, I'm sorry. And it was almost like, you know, I don't know if you ever seen the movie Get Out.
Yeah.
Like how the thumbnail, the guy, the protagonist, his face is just like, like this. And I was like, in the back of my head, I'm like, what the fuck are you sorry for? You know, and I'm not going to assume anything. But from him saying, I'm sorry, that told me everything I needed to know. It was common sense because, you know, that particular friend has always been jealous of me from the beginning of our relationship.
Got it.
Platonic relationship.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
So there's a few things in here. First off, the concept of the bro code.
Yeah.
First off, like how I've had business partners like that have screwed me over before, and then if they apologize and want back in my life, they're back in my life in a certain capacity, but I'm not doing business with them again. Exactly. There's a certain level of distance. There's certain guys that I've been out with and partied with, but I'm not leaving them alone with my girl just because they're going to try everything they can, like anything they can to try to create a scene. What do you do in this situation? Because do you still have an association with this person?
To a certain extent, like exactly what you're saying. You can't work with that person or do certain things with them. But from that moment, I didn't instantly cut off the tie that I had with that person simply because I understand the value of the certain relationship that we had.
Got it.
That we've built.
Yeah.
And, you know, in any relationship that I'm in, business, friendship, any kind, I like to see the long term in it.
Of course.
And, you know, I give a lot of people chances, and those chances, as I'm getting older into my reaching uncle, phases in life. It's just getting thinner and thinner and thinner.
Yeah.
So like, when you're in elementary school, you have 100 friends, middle school, 50, high school, 14,
Yeah.
and so on. Now it's to the point where I have like maybe 2 friends.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Because the more people that I have in my life that I know don't want to just use me for money, those people, like I hold close. And the people who I know won't cross my back. You never know. Because when the money comes in, that's when people switch up.
Yeah.
Because you can't really judge someone's character, I think, when they're at their lowest. Like, because like a couple of years ago, I was homeless, you know what I'm saying? And you can easily say like, oh, I'm a bum, I'm not going to be anything.
No.
I'm still on the come up. But yeah, to answer your question, this is where that silence comes in from me being cooked and from traveling. What was your...
Yeah, so how do you re-engage with that person?
Or you don't.
Yeah.
Like ultimately you just don't. You want to keep yourself away from people who show their cards.
Got it. Okay.
Especially they show you right in the beginning. They never show you. They show you throughout the whole scenario. It's just you either choose to block that person out of your life, or still work with them. But for me, if I invested a lot into you, it's kind of hard for me to cut that off.
Right.
Even if you betrayed me,
One thing, because when I first got in this space, was so paranoid of that whole concept.
Yeah.
Whenever I meet somebody that I admire, or like a mentor, my only thing, I never would ask them for money or favors. I only try to solve problems for them. Like that is how I have built incredible relationships with people who are authors that I'm friends with, or actors that I'm friends with that I admired previously. When we meet, the first thing I do is like, how can I help you fix your sales funnel, your SEO? How can I help you with your dating life, your fitness, whatever? I just try to solve problems for them and then never ask them for anything. Never.
No, yeah, that's the way to do it. Let them come to you.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
For sure.
Like, it's like a push and pull. It's almost like the more you want something from someone, the more you shouldn't ask.
Yes. And the more you do for people and don't ask for anything in return, the easier your life gets.
And then the moment you do need to ask for something, if you ever do need something, the odds of them wanting to do that or even just doing it is like very likely. Like if you can go 5 years without asking somebody for some shit, then you win more equity into that friendship, business, and all that.
There's also another thing. If you help other people with their problems, like for instance, Sean Michael Kelly, we talk about equipment or we talk about different podcast locations. When me helping him, I learn more. That's another thing. And so that's another, I just think a mentality of abundance. And then the other part is if this guy likes a girl, you just keep your fucking hands off her. Like, I don't understand why that is such a difficult thing. Of course, this is another thing I wanted to talk to you about. The guy, so there's like, let's say there's a couple and you're friends with the couple, right? There's a guy and a girl and you're friends with them and they're fighting on a pretty consistent basis. And she sees you and you're out having fun with girls, you're making content, you're flourishing on YouTube. And then when she sees her boyfriend, all they do is argue and fight. She loves him, but all they do is argue and fight.
Yeah.
That is the really dangerous situation, because I've seen hundreds of times where dudes end up stealing the girlfriend because there's a moment of weakness.
A vulnerability.
Correct.
Yeah.
But it's like dunking on a 7-foot rim. It's like, it's cheat. You know what I'm saying? It's cheating. It's like if you really wanted to be a scumbag, you could just go find troubled relationships and then just try to gank the girl in every case. And so, but the guys do that. They end up sleeping with a girl who's cheating on their boyfriend, and they think they have game. They were born on third base and think they had a triple. That's not game. That's my point. So that's what I wanted to go over with this whole situation. You also mentioned there was a function with the whole situation with your homeboy ganking that girl. There was a situation where there was clout involved. This girl was a clout chaser.
Yeah, 1,000%. And it was expected.
Yeah.
So like, I'm really not mad. It's not my girl.
Yes.
It's the principle, which is rightfully for me to be upset about or even think about. That's what it's never about money. It's never about any of that shit. It's about the principle. You know what I'm saying? If you say that you're going to do something, do it. If, just in general, like you just have to be a man of your word. Sure. You can't try to like scum somebody in business, Yeah. Because how you practice in this field is how you're going to play in that field. Like,
yeah.
I relate a lot of things to sports, like basketball. Even though I didn't make the team in high school, like I just remember seeing how people play on the court. If they always kept the ball and they suck at shooting, that means they're a horrible business partner.
Yeah.
You know? I'll look at it.
Yeah, there's the third component, which was this wasn't your girl, but it still counts, right? Like, you understand what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah, it's like almost, it's like a lightish form of adultery.
Sure. Well, but
sense of adultery.
how about this? If nothing happened between you and this girl, and
Yeah.
3 months later he bumped into her and went out with her, you would not be tripping because you're not. That was just a weekend thing.
Yeah.
But still, in that place, you're the one with the ball.
In that moment, yeah, especially when, like, during a 2-man, you communicate like, "Yo, this one," you know what I mean? It's like an unsaid, but certain things were said, so it makes it way less.
And if she likes him better, you give her to
I
him.
will gladly
It's not
pass
a
the
problem.
rock.
Exactly.
I will gladly pass the rock.
Exactly.
Just got to communicate what's
Yeah.
going on. Don't try to shice me out of my, and yeah, we can go deep, but we can, let me snap my finger.
There we go. Let me ask you a question, because this is
ahead.
something I've talked about on previous shows. The links to which men will go to help their homeboys get laid, and the links to which women will go to keep their homegirls from having good sex.
Oh yeah,
If
like
you-
the one of the friends that'd be like,
Yes.
the blockers.
Yes.
They block the shot.
Like, if your guy friend goes home with a girl and he is like, "Hey man, I got to take the car," you'll walk home 5 miles.
Oh yeah, I'll crawl if I'll be sleepwalking, back home.
Yeah, exactly.
If I have to.
And then you'll have a girl and she'll be like, "Where's Sarah? Where's my friend Sarah?" I'm like, "Sarah's good. She's getting bent over a sink in the bathroom.
I
She's
hear
having
you.
a great time out here in Vegas, cheating on her boyfriend. She does not need you. She's totally fine." But have you noticed that whole phenomenon where men will do anything to help their friends out and women kind of try to do anything they can to hurt
If it's
their
my
friend?
boy, yeah, personally speaking, yeah, I'll do anything to take care of my people.
Yeah.
Whether that be boys or girls, I'll take care of my people.
Yeah.
I try to. I'll sleep on the floor for my people. I'll sleep in a car for my people. I'll go homeless for my people. And that's, the resume's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So the 2002 Ford Taurus story.
Oh, yeah.
You've told several times before. How do you go from, you guys are making some content in high school?
Yeah.
To-
like for 2 years straight, nearly 2.5 years straight, my friend and I, we would film videos every single day.
Mm-hmm.
Every single day, like to reach perfection, the closest thing to it, like endless amounts of shooting, hours long. And honestly, after every time I would shoot, I would ask people about relationship advice. That was like therapy for me off camera. But then going back into it, yeah, that's what got us to where we were, to where I am now, like just filming every single day. Just that's all you have to do is just work, do whatever you like doing every single day. Be in the gym.
What was the relationship advice you wanted to know about, and what did you learn?
As far as
Just anything. Like, was there, when you were asking people relationship advice?
I thought you were talking about with you, because
No.
you're the man with the you got the what I'm talking about. You got it. But the question I would always ask is, does love exist, or like is love real?
Yeah.
I would go up to married couples and single people outside of the mall, because we would shoot a lot of content outside of malls, colleges, and we just tour everywhere. And I would always ask, is love real? Does love exist? And other questions like, are you in a happy marriage?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like to guys and girls. And I would always hear the same answer. No.
Yeah.
Married people would always tell me that they're not happy. And so I come from a background seeing the negative side of it. And then now into my older life, it seems like, with some of the friends that I have in my life, that love may be real. I think love is real if you mind your damn business and you don't have other people, outsiders get into your business. Because you got homeboys, quote unquote, that will try to fuck your girl. You have, you don't want the outsiders in your business.
Yeah.
Like even, you don't need people in your business.
The relationship advice. So you said most of the married people you talk to were
every single one.
Yeah.
I kid you not, from my personal experience, may be different for you or whoever.
Yeah.
In Sacramento, before COVID, the pandemic, that's what everyone would always say. Nope,
Yeah.
nope. I never heard one yes until recently. I seen it with my own eyes.
Yeah, there's a 56% divorce rate in this country. Some states are higher,
And
like
it might be
Texas.
going up higher, like throughout the years with what you say, our generation. Yeah.
Well, what's happened is the divorce rate isn't going up because no one's getting married. The amount of people that are getting married is decreasing. So the people who would have got married and immediately divorced, they're just not getting married at all. Because they're seeing so much, and there's so much information out there when it comes to divorce. And
you got ChatGPT.
You got ChatGPT, but you also have James Sexton, who's a great divorce attorney.
Sure.
He's got some really great content that he puts out, and he goes over some of the statistics and how difficult it is, to like maintain a marriage. I'm curious, your question about is love real? Did you come to some determination?
Yeah, I think it is.
You think it is? Okay.
I genuinely think it is. And as I mentioned before, you just got to mind your own business and try to keep other people out of it. Keep it as private as possible.
Low stimulus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's just like the same concept of telling your parents what you want to do. They're like in a different generation, a different time zone. Like, say you want to tell your parents, I want to do social media, and they're like 80 years old. They're not going to understand. They live their life.
My mom is 80 years old, and she does not understand.
Exactly. And so
Yes.
you just have to do what you think is right. Go with your gut. And my gut tells me to just mind my business, and I'm going to be happy.
Another way, I'm just curious if you agree with this, is the girl who gets her validation in the relationship from being with you, watching Netflix, spending time with you, versus the necessity for the girl's trip to Vegas without you, the trip to Coachella without. Do you understand what I'm saying by mind your own business? You two find validation in each other as opposed to needing to go find it from other places.
Just do what you like doing.
Yeah.
Not even just with work, with the quality of whatever relationship you gather.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you in a relationship? It seems like you.
No. Recently I got out of one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember I get this question all the time. It's like, Michael, if you're into relationships so much, why aren't you married? And I'm like, exactly. That's my point. Like a lot of people, it's somehow think that being in a happy relationship is a success, and then not being in a relationship is somehow a failure. When some people have extremely fulfilling single lives, and a lot of people, I'm sure you've been in situations where you've been in a relationship and happy, and also not in a relationship and happy. But a lot of society tells you that you need to, before you're 30, start having kids, get married, start paying taxes as a
you
couple.
You got to unlearn everything that you learned as a child.
Exactly.
Santa's not real to the people that are watching. Santa's not real.
Yeah.
Sorry, kids. If there's kids watching this.
Yes. This is the show where we're exposing that Santa isn't real.
I'll tell you another fun fact. Not all black people like watermelon. It is true that all black people cannot swim. I vouch for it.
I know a few who can.
You know, I would like to learn. That's one thing that I would like to learn this year.
David Goggins, I know, can swim.
Oh, yeah, that guy. He can run a marathon in the water.
It was a SEAL. I guarantee you he can swim. Yeah.
I will learn how to swim one day.
Yeah.
And that's on my dead grandma's grave. Watch.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the next Michael Phelps. See, it's funny. It's first they laugh, and then you know what I'm talking about? Then it's,
there we go. Just like that.
Just like that. No, but yeah. You have to unlearn, on a serious note, you have to unlearn everything that you learned that was not the truth.
Yes.
And you have to find out what the truth is, and that is me, Cousin Jay, to you, but I'm the truth to they.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They, meaning the haters. They, meaning whoever is not with the program. Buy my course.
There you go. Buy his course.
Imagine.
We'll put an affiliate code at the bottom. You guys start making content. I remember, it's funny, earlier days of social media, WorldStar.
Yeah.
And you guys,
oh my gosh.
What specific content were you and Celine putting out that was going on WorldStar consistently? What type of content?
Funny prank videos.
Prank videos, okay.
Yeah, first we started making art videos. That's what I got him into. And then I was like, we should switch it up and go the more comedic route, entertainment style. And we shifted everything we were doing to focus on like one niche. Him specifically with pranks.
Yeah.
I was doing skits, this, that. He actually told me I should stop doing content, and then I believed him. And then we kept focusing on his. And then, you know, we invested 2 years into doing it, and then landed a big gig working with a big social media group. And then boom. But in high school when this happened, I was graduated at the time before WorldStar posted him.
Yeah.
we're filming for like 2.5 months, 3 months, and I was like, yo, I think you should reach out to these people on World Star. And I went through whoever World Star Hip Hop was following, like the people who seemed to be like the people who were posting. And I said, just try to DM these people and see what happens. Like, don't ask for them for the price or anything. Just see if they like the videos, and hopefully if they like it. Because ain't no way we had $3,000 to just be throwing on an advertisement for a post. That's how much they were charging at the time. And the next day when we woke up, once I woke up, he was at school. Viral overnight, like 100,000 followers or something like that. And, you know, I picked him up every day after school, and we would go film at Sac State in different schools, just every single school we didn't go to, libraries, doing the pranks. And they just started posting it. It was this one Middle Eastern guy, I think. And I'm so grateful for him because he changed our life. Like, you know, I actually want to have a meeting with that guy one day, because just from a single post, we had 60 videos up. So that is a whole fan base, 60 quality videos, because everything that I do, I try to make it the best. So like, if it's the audio's not good, I'm like, we got to do it again. If the angle's not good, we got to do it again. If what he said wasn't the reaction, all that, it needs to be perfect. And that's why I created an agency to help other people create their own, you know, social media platforms and grow their platforms.
Was there a type of prank that you did that you remember going most viral, the one that felt the most uncomfortable doing, maybe one that got you in trouble early on? And again, when you're doing this, it's not as common as it is now. Now you see husband and wife couples hitting each other in the face with pies, and it's constant now. Yeah. But in the earlier days, you didn't see it. You know, Vitaly walking up to the girl with the Lamborghini. That was the earlier days of doing this.
Yeah, we were looked at as weird for making content.
Yeah.
Like, we were like, it was weird. You know, a lot of people didn't like that. We were on the come up and trying to make a name for ourselves. The video that was the most viral, I'd say, / kind of like put ourselves at risk, was probably moaning in some people's ears.
Okay.
You know, I would film it, and Salim would just go up to people and moan in their ear. It was so funny. It was like adrenaline filled. Like,
was he facing them when he does it?
Yeah, like this one like 60-year-old guy in Walmart. He tried to karate kick him in the face. I kid you not. Like, I don't know if my pants might rip, but this dude, he was like this. Hold on, wrong way. Ready? Like this. I'm gonna do it again.
There it is.
Just like that. Just like that. Like, he was 6 years old, and I think he did Taekwondo or something. And that almost ended him. He would have been in the hospital. There's been other moments that were obviously more like crazier than that, but I can't think of it off the top of my head because I'm reaching unk right now.
Was there you're like 24, right?
25.
25, okay. Was there a point where you're like, man, this is too far, we got to stop? Just not in general, but for a specific.
Oh
prank.
yeah.
Because the one where you're like stealing the white dude's girlfriends, I don't know if that I would have done that, because I know I'm gonna fight. The difference is like
you could get knocked out or shot in certain areas.
The difference is I'm gonna fight. Like that's why I can't do shit like that, because he's gonna say, and he has every right to be pissed at me, he's gonna say something disrespectful to me, and I'm gonna lose, and I know I'm gonna get in a fight. So it's like I can't. That's why when you're doing some of these, they feel uncomfortable. So what were some of the ones that felt uncomfortable?
Yeah, definitely the one you're talking about. And it's if you putting yourself in a situation where you're going to get slapped or punched or shot, like you got to face the consequences. I don't think, and that's where the principle comes in. If I know that I'm trying to trigger a reaction out of you, I can't be upset with the actions that you decide to do. Newton's law: for every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction to it. So, but like, if you try to shoot me, I'm gonna have to defend myself. But if you're trying to just punch me, I'm gonna dodge it. You know. And that's why I'm getting into training too, because I want to be in the UFC one day.
There we go. All right. Was there any that you scrapped because it was too controversial? You filmed it?
No. I never got into a fight, but definitely people have tried to attack us. Like someone tried to throw an item at us in Home Depot.
Yeah.
From, I think, same thing, moaning in someone's ear.
That's so great.
Seriously. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Either that or fake sneezing on people. That was probably one of the most
Sure. Oh my God.
fake sneezing on someone during a pandemic in 2020. 2021, 2020, yeah.
Did you now? There are two different things. I don't know if these are the same.
Yeah.
You mentioned about getting demonetized in 2020, and then also the situation with Bonnie Blue going on your show.
Yeah, so
are these two different demonetization? One's a strike and one's demonetization.
Yeah, so I got demonetized, and I think it's a strike. You know, I can't post until September 17th, like officially. If I post and now, it just got out of like a certain ban.
Yeah.
If I post now and I get another like error on my channel, I'll get a strike, and then I won't be able to post again for a certain amount of time. You know, just during spring break, we did a lot of content.
Yeah.
And it was like controversial, and it was actually a nipple slip, which is why my channel
got a nipple slip,
an actual nipple slip, which is why
on YouTube, which is what got it. Okay.
So I had to clear all the videos off of my page.
Okay.
And take that down. So, you know. And
you couldn't go back in YouTube Studio and just blur that one that
tried, but like it was too late.
Okay.
You know, with that, that's pretty much, you know what I'm saying? You just can't do that. With no one, the whole team looked at it. We could barely see it. So they got some artificial intelligence that just happened to see that. It was so tiny.
Did they tell you that's what it was? Or are you guys just assuming that was what it was?
For like a week, I believe we didn't know.
Yeah.
And then
that's what happened.
I got an email a little bit later, and it said exactly what it was. And then we looked really, 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 really close, and we seen that it was a little slip up, and I was really upset. But it is what it is, and I feel like that actually, just as much as it helped me, it also hindered me. But it equaled me out. But then with that, it helped me with a rebrand, which is what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Where we're just posting the real Cousin J. I'm sorry. Which means, like, you know, coming up with the Nelk Boys, you know, they highlighted a certain image of me, a really sexual image, you know, sexual, charismatic.
You go riz up girls.
Go riz up. That's not all I do. Like, I actually help people for a living on and off camera. And, you know, that's okay. That's how a lot of people like me, so I'm appreciative of that. But that's not who I am. Like, a person who seems like they would like smash your girl like behind your back, I would never do that unless you did it to me. But even then,
you're like, I could. I just would
I
never do it. I know I could.
I know it's likely.
Your girl has no chance.
I'm aware of the effect.
Obviously, I could do it, but I'm not going to do it.
I'm aware of
Thanos. I'm not going to take that power.
Yes, I'm aware of the effect that I have on women, but I don't abuse it. It's like, it's like, I don't know, a personification or like a metaphor to compare it to, but you know, like I'm not like one of those BBL girls, you know, like look at me. I'm like a girl in Miami with a BBL. I look like I would cheat on a dude or you know what I'm saying? Where I'm trying to go with it.
Yeah.
But I'm one of those BBL girls that wouldn't actually do what a BBL girl would do. Saying.
So yeah, the term I've used that makes it least confusing is high, like I said before, high stimulus and low stimulus. A high stimulus girl, she needs, like, she's in a relationship, but she also needs to go take girls trips to Dubai. She also needs to go gamble with her friends. She's on a yacht without her boyfriend. She goes to Coachella every year. She's at Burning Man. Every year she's at Coachella. Every single year she's at Art Basel. That girl is a high stimulus girl. She only has to have the best dinners. She's responding to DMs from celebrities even when she's in a relationship. That's a high stimulus girl. Low stimulus girl, she gets those messages. She laughs at them, screenshots them, shows them to her boyfriend. She just, every night, whenever she goes out, she doesn't go out unless she has her man with her. She doesn't drink without her man. Any girl, if your girl is taking drugs with her friends without you, bro, it is over. And it wasn't no new man. You just didn't new man. Like you didn't know.
No, yeah, because alcohol, from my personal experience, watching my peers and how whatever the alcohol does, because I'm sober, I don't drink, I don't smoke.
Yeah,
none of that.
We're gonna talk about that too. I don't either. Yeah.
No, yeah, like just because I ruined my family like entirely.
Sure.
To where I don't want nothing to do with that. But one thing I will say, I'm a low stimulus guy.
Yeah.
I'm a very nonchalant, easygoing. I try to be, but if you test me, I will be petty. But
for sure,
you know, my team that I'm developing right now, they're helping me a lot with my rebrand and changing into what I have always been before the sexualized Jay, you know, I'm just a regular guy. Like, there's just a camera in front of me and views and a light.
Yeah.
But I'm polite.
Yeah, that's definitely.
I try to be.
Yeah.
You know.
You have a different persona. Sometimes you got to put on, got to perform.
I feel like I got, you got to like speak up a little bit. Like, you know, being in front of the camera, it naturally turns you into an extrovert if you're hanging around people that are extroverted. That's one thing I always wanted to be able to do. Like, I beat stuttering, if that makes sense. I used to stutter a lot, which is why I wanted to do content in front of the camera. And yeah, my stutter, it's been going away, like just naturally throughout the years. It's cool.
Have you ever done a video out? So I've seen you at for sorority parties, fraternity parties, whatever, that gets a big reaction live and end up like, not maybe pulling, but like getting a girl's number legitimately from something like that, like the energy created from that. What I mean is the guys who do the man on the street videos and end up going on a date with a girl that they see out there. Is this something?
I'll tell you, like, the camera does have its own form of riz. Like, you probably tell your clients this too, probably like this. If I were a coach like you, this is what I would tell my clients. I would tell them, yo, man, if you don't know how to talk to girls, just pick up a camera and have one of your boys film you, and then you look like a superstar, because girls love clout. You know, put that on a shirt.
It's incredible. I actually do require some of my clients who have a hard time talking to girls to film themselves doing man on the street. They don't have to post it, but they show it to me so I can watch them talking to a girl in a public situation.
That's awesome.
But no, one of the best things, because I can't be everywhere they are.
You can't physically. It's impossible.
But if I watch that, then I can see, oh, when you're talking to me, you sound like this. When you're talking to her, you sound like this. You're talking like this. Yeah.
Stuart Little.
Everything is awesome, incredible, amazing. Like, you keep using these verbal crutches. You can't hold eye contact.
The likes. Yeah.
Like this. And so he's unreliable narrator. He's explaining to me he's having trouble with women because women are shitty. And then I'm watching his man on the street videos, and I'm like, no offense to anyone, you start sounding like a homosexual whenever you start talking to a pretty woman. Your voice goes up, and you completely change your persona whenever you're around her. We have to work on that, and you need to like start treating her like a bro, because you're just doing an interview.
Yeah, just be like a genuine person.
Exactly. Or learn how to be like, if you're super introverted, you don't even know how to be a genuine person.
I learned how to use my introvertness, because I am an introvert. Like, I don't speak a lot, but when I like speak when I'm spoken to, you know, just less is more. You don't have to try to be somebody you're not. If you're not like Andrew Tate, or you're like super high volume, you know, don't be like that. Just be like, if your name's Elijah, be like Elijah. If you're like Henry, be like Henry. Just, you got to look at like your flaws as like a superpower. You know what I'm saying? And like, if you're funny, be funny. If you're nonchalant, be nonchalant. If you don't know how to swim, just don't know how to swim. Really good.
I can teach you how to swim.
Please.
We'll go out to Encore Beach Club. I'll teach you how to swim.
Please. I'll hold you to it, man.
For sure. This is not, we can make I'll ask for us to film. 100% I'll teach you how to swim.
Let's run it.
So here's the thing. A lot of people don't understand what a content creator house is. Now we have things like the Bop House in Miami. We had Team 10. You got the Nelk Boys. The concept, first off, can you explain this concept? In LA, you have a mansion or a big house. People are splitting rent, and they go there just to make content. And like, where the inception of this came from, and then you eventually moving into the Nelk Boy house.
Yeah. So content creation house is a place where you create content.
Right, but they're different kinds. What I'm saying is there's some content creation
some people
house
that do
where it's a bunch of OF girls having sex with their boyfriends.
Now the wave is streaming.
Yes.
Before it was YouTube houses. In between all of it, you obviously got the people that doing that kind of content, the crazy ones. But I'm creating a streaming content house.
Yeah.
And we actually just closed on it in Miami. And so we're looking for different creators
What
to
part
add
of town?
near Brickell.
Okay, Brickell, nice.
So like where all the attractions are.
Right there at Moxie's.
Yeah, that's where I go every time.
You know the crazy part? If you guys have ever been to Brickell, if you want to see something crazy, you will literally have streamers. Because like half the big streamers in the country live in this like 3-block area in Brickell.
That's where we live.
And they will talk shit to each other, then go downstairs and get into fist fights. I'm talking about like John Zerka. Like they will literally talk shit because they all like I was there the other day and Ashton Hall just walks by me. Like I see a bunch of famous people. There's one, Fresh and Fit is right there, PWF. They're all like within this literal like one square mile area.
Oh, yeah. I've seen Ashton like 3 times.
Every
like
streamer is in this like one. What Aiden Ross,
Sneeko lived over there.
Aiden Ross, Sneeko, all of them live in this like literally they could throw a football
like
into
a
each other's
3-mile
apartment.
radius.
Yes, it's wide. Not even 3 mile. It's right walking distance from Moxie's.
You got Moxie's. You got the mall right here.
Yeah.
Then you got. Yeah, it's everything's right there. Everything you need.
So I'll go there, you know, and like say me and Rolo, and like say I do Fresh and Fit, and I'll come downstairs and walk around. I will get interviewed by people. It's like everyone is streaming everyone else. It's the Truman Show, bro. It is surreal. This one little 3-block area in Miami, it's just streamers everywhere. It's wild. And they'll like get into a beef. And like I said before, I've seen multiple times they'll just get into fist fights like out on the street.
That part. That's wild.
Like, look it up. Just look up streamers getting into fights, and you'll be like, oh, that's right there next door to Moxie's. That's right there by Sexy Fish or whatever. It's pretty crazy. But I've never seen it. We don't have anything like that in LA because LA is so spread out. We certainly don't have anything like that in Vegas. It would be like if every streamer in Vegas lived in Panorama Towers and all worked out together. That's what it would be like.
No,
but it is kind of strange. So now you're in Miami and you're doing a content house here.
Yes.
I have a lot of guys who are in this program who are building their own brand.
Cool.
Can you talk hardware for me real quick? So we use Shure mics here, A7S2, A7S3, certain type of white lighting. What is it that you're using when you stream?
For me personally, right now, iPhone.
Just iPhone. Okay.
But I have a second phone. Mm-hmm. It's an Android, the Samsung S23 or something like that. You should get like the newest version of them. Get you a little mic. You just need to stream off this.
Do you use the DJI?
Yeah, I have the DJI.
DJI Pocket 2?
Recently, I have not been using it, but I do have the DJI mics. Yeah. I'm just like slowly getting into the streaming world because it's so new. Yeah. For me, people have been doing it for years, but it's the wave, man. It's the wave.
Yeah, those DJI little squares are incredible. I use them all the time. I go jogging with them. I can do a video. Have you tried the Osmo?
Osmo?
So nope. DJI Osmo, you hold it up like this. It's a 4K camera that points right back at you. And it shoots
the little tiny one?
Yeah.
The stick?
Yeah, the stick.
Yeah. I don't have one personally, but I have friends that use
It'll follow your face. So you could put it right here.
Yeah,
and we could do an interview and it would like literally follow your face. And then it links up to the DJI bikes. I've been doing podcasts like that.
That's
like
awesome.
Walking through Runyon Canyon. It's just, and the colors are unbelievable.
Yeah, it is.
And it's low depth. So it's like everything behind you is blurred. So you don't have to worry about when you're in public, like license plates, or because I did one on a military base, and I was worried that I was going to get people's license plates, but so everything behind me is blurry, and that kind of content is really cool. I'm always interested in the hardware stuff. Audio is probably the biggest one where a lot of guys screw up, and then lighting. You know,
lighting is, if you ain't got audio, you need lighting. If you ain't got lighting, you need audio.
Yeah,
lighting is so important, especially to me. If we were to turn the lights off right now, you wouldn't see me.
He said that. I didn't say that. Don't cancel me.
My jacket
would got a YouTube strike. All right, there we go.
My jacket would be floating, chat.
Is that what's going on? All right, here we go.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Am I cooked?
No, I'm the one who's cooked. So right here, the Nelk Boy house. So you guys are doing some content together. They mentioned that they're looking for content creators to move into a house.
We knew that
they knew they were going to choose you because you guys
knew it.
Had a real now.
I knew it.
At this point, are you behind the scenes for Salim? So you're doing the videography stuff?
Yes.
By the way, what are you shooting with when you're shooting for Salim? Is it a Ronin? Are you using just an iPhone? Like, what are you using?
All iPhone.
Okay, all iPhone. Okay.
Actually, yeah, because someone bumped into me on my skateboard.
Yeah.
Because I love skating. I haven't done it in a while. But I had a G7X.
Yes.
And I fell off my skateboard because this girl on accident by the bus stop, she bumped into the skateboard and I ate shit, you know. But after that, 2 years of just filming on iPhone. iPhone like 12. Yeah, iPhone 12.
They're so good now, man. They're like, again, you can shoot in high res. Like you're right. It's pretty indistinguishable if you have good light. An iPhone from
if you have good lighting, I promise you it does not matter what cameras you use. Like there's certain things that these big guns that you guys have here do that are more advanced than the iPhone.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
To a certain extent.
And every year it gets closer and closer. The SLRs and the iPhone gets closer and closer. Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually crazy. I forgot. No one's ever asked me that question. Like, what kind of cameras do I shoot on?
Yeah.
That's a good. I actually like that question.
Well, I mean, but it also kind of encourages people because they're like, I don't want to start until everything's perfect. And you're like, my audio came from an iPhone. My video came from an iPhone. I tell my clients, one guy filming with the iPhone, the other guy doing the man on the street with another iPhone.
Yeah, that's
going
exactly
back
how
and
we
forth.
did it. And then, he had the headphones in.
Yeah.
And, from all these years of experience with filming, that's why we have Cousin J Media.
Yeah.
Shameless plug. There you go.
Perfect. So you knew they were going to move in. You move in. Is it a surreal experience? You said everything you guys are doing goes viral. What is it like there? And then here's the other question I have. How many rooms are in this place? And what is your living accommodation for all of you in this house?
Wow. You go into depth. I love it. If you're going to do a podcast, you better ask some questions, boy. Get some information. Knowledge is power. 8-bedroom house, I believe.
Okay.
What like 15 to 22 of us in there, more or less. Yeah, less than 22.
Yeah.
Fluctuating.
According to the fire marshal, it was less than 22, if they're watching.
Yeah. Hypothetically speaking, it may or may not have been, if I remember correctly, in a hypothetical way.
Yeah.
We were living with 15 to 22 people.
Yeah, I lived with 15 people at a mansion on the east side, 3830 Topaz. I don't care anymore. They can find out.
Yeah.
I was 15 of us, and we had 10 rooms there.
Yeah, we had 8 rooms, and there was bunk beds.
Yeah, we had bunk beds.
Salim and I was bottom bunk. He was top bunk because he was scared of if somebody were to come inside our room, that somebody would get him first. So, let the little kids sleep at night.
Yeah.
Then there was the movie room that had 2 bunk beds. Then there's the in front where the theater is, other bunks, I think, or just beds.
So, are Kyle and Steiny staying there?
Steiny wasn't around at that time.
Okay.
He was with Steve, maybe, a little bit after that.
Yeah.
Because he worked with Bob. And then Kyle took his employees. And then, I was, just recycling cans, when I first got there, you know, because I don't like asking people for shit. I've asked really for anything from anyone. Oh, on a serious tip, if I am asking, recently, I asked a creator for $14,000, but I was trolling, you know what I'm saying, on camera. Other than that, I haven't asked for anything in the industry besides can someone help me film? Can you do this? Some basic, simple things. Monetary, haven't asked anyone for anything.
Do you say that reminds me of the video where you pretend that guy's your dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, you look just like my dad.
That's
how did you choose that
Oh,
location?
I'm looking for my dad. That's why. So
okay.
It's just anytime I see someone who's bald, black, old man, I'm like, are you my dad? Because I want to meet my dad one day. I think that would be really cool.
I mean, you done 23andMe?
No, not yet. So how I look at things, this is going to tell a lot of people about the way I think. I look at everything in a long-term way, even if it's going to be short-term. Okay. I'm looking at it in a long-term way. So, I want to make clothes. So I'm you have to make money in order to make clothes. So boom, start a business to, work your way up there. And then that's kind of how I look at it with the dad. You need money to go to Africa to meet your dad. So stack up your money. And then I already know my dad's known out there. So I'll be able to meet him once I go out there.
Where's your dad from?
Nigeria.
Okay, your last name, and how do you say it? Ngangwe? How do you say it?
Wane.
No,
yes.
Wane. There's an N in the beginning. Yeah.
Silent N and then E. Yeah, it's an interesting name. But pretty much you need money to go out there. And so I don't want to go to Africa how they want me to go to Africa. I want to go to Africa at my time with my squad. I've done the solo journey last year. It was very depressing, for different reasons. And
I'd want to go there and speak.
Yeah, I want to build a school there one day. Yeah. I think doing shit like that, putting on for my community, my culture. I don't know a lot about my culture, and I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I know everything. Yeah. But I really want to go back to my roots and go to Africa and just change the world. First, start off in America and then go international with it. But I'll meet my dad one day, give him a big hug, and say "Where's my money?"
Where's my money? That'd be funny. But as long as you film it, it's fine.
Now, I wouldn't post that. That's the one thing I'd probably film. I do film everything. But I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't post that just out of respect, and
Yeah.
just keep some things private.
Interesting. So there's also a point in there, the story of the Trojan horse where they burn the boats, right? There's like the point of no return. There's a point where you guys say, we're going to make this work. This has to work.
Oh, from day one.
Yeah.
For me personally, I don't know about Salim, but I said from day one, I'm not stopping until we reach our mission. He might have stopped, but I created the Dream Squad in 2022 because I have dreams. And when I actually reached all my dreams.
What can you describe the Dream Squad? Is it a content creator squad with its own house?
Yes.
You said you close on a house, and then it's going to be streaming. Is it going to be podcasting?
Streaming.
What else?
Whatever my content creators want to do,
okay,
they're going to do that.
Okay,
as long as it's rightful and it's righteous and it's a mutual agreement. Sally, we're making her content channel where she's going to be doing a cooking series. She's going to be cooking. She does food reviews right now. She does a bunch of different things. I would love to actually introduce her really quick so people can.
Sally, do you watch The Bear? Isn't it great? It's like you're reliving family trauma when you watch that show, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. So I was a military officer. That is the best show on leadership I've ever seen. I think it's great. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like she loves cooking, so we're gonna start a cooking channel for her, get a filmer for her, like just literally everything that was done for me to a certain extent, but I'm gonna go the fullest extent. I'm not gonna not let people pass me up. I want my creators to pass me up. I don't want to do this forever.
Yeah.
I got another 7-10 years left in me, but knowing me, I'm probably gonna just do it forever. I love it.
Out of curiosity, this last election, you saw Nelk Boys and you saw Aiden Ross and certain other content creators get political. Are you ever going to do that?
I'm chilling. I don't really know about the politics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling.
What are your thoughts on on how viral someone like Speed can go?
Now that's exactly where we're gonna be.
Yeah.
Like up there with Speed, Kai. Like we're not gonna settle at 10 million. No road to 10 million. No road to $1 million.
Yeah.
We're going road to 100 million.
Yeah.
Yes, we're not settling for.
I guess what's interesting is like what makes, because I don't know a lot of people who can sit through a Joe Rogan podcast and watch Kai Cenat. I'm sure there are some, but it's a very different type of stimulus. Like I like listening to Logan Paul when he does a podcast, but when I look at his old Vine videos, I can't.
It's a maturity thing.
Maybe is it a maturity thing? I don't know. Maybe it's the way my attention. I like long form content.
I love it.
I
too.
prefer Lex Friedman and Andrew Huberman. That's just the kind of content that I like. And I'm just curious, what makes someone there's viral and then there's Speed and Kai Cenat viral.
Well,
what makes them that viral?
So they have a clipping army.
Okay.
Which is why I started Cousin J Media to help people with their clipping for the channels, because if you don't have a platform to be put on, like how I was, then you need to post clips every single day at a very large scale. I'm quite sure you know that.
Yeah, I was doing 4 a day at once.
You need to be posting 7 to 15 a day.
On we're talking
Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. You need to post every second if you could.
Right.
Because the more content you put out there, the more of a chance you have to go viral.
Yeah. I've had a few get 20 or 30 million views.
To see that. That's because you post.
But you're right. But I'm posted 2,000-3,000. I had one get 33 million views last year. But you're right. It's 3,000 posts I have to do in order.
You
to get
need
there.
if you're
and
new.
It's not the one you thought.
It's never the one.
Never.
My most viral video on a single platform reached 19.4 million views, and it was a video of me doing a food review at Burger King.
Yeah, no, I saw that. Incredible. That was hilarious.
And I actually took all the content off my page.
I thought Burger King paid you for that. When I first saw that, I was like, did Burger King pay?
That's how it felt. It felt that way, no.
With the purple hamburger.
But
what made it so great is the girl's like, are you filming me? You said you weren't going to film me. It has nothing to do with the video.
Exactly. I was focused on the food review, which is why I started Cousin J Eats. We do food reviews. And from that video going so viral, I now get paid to do food reviews at different places. And, it's crazy, you know? And oh my gosh, you can make so much off social media. It's ridiculous. But
Have you ever
do what you love.
reposted something and it went viral the second time?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's okay to post old content.
Well, no, I remixed one of my old posts that got like 100,000 views, and then I got 30 million.
Put a
views.
different sound
Yeah.
underneath.
Well, no, it was a
different
different opening, but yeah, that's exactly right.
It's all
yeah.
about the hook. You know, that 3 seconds in the beginning, 2 to 3 seconds in the beginning.
Yeah.
It matters a lot. Even if it doesn't feel like a hook to you, it was engaging enough. That's why your video got 30 million views. Because you came in with a certain energy, certain vibe.
A lot of caffeine.
Yeah, hook could be the angle of the camera. Hook could be from how you sound, what you're speaking.
Yeah.
You know?
So how did you deal with, because you're not super political, but I'm sure you do get a lot of negative comments and hatred in the comment section. How did you deal with it initially, and how do you deal with it now?
I just don't respond or don't pay attention. I have like selective vision and selective hearing. And I also do have like really bad ears that runs in my family. So
That seems healthy.
it's very healthy.
I want to fight all of them. Like I really want to get them all into a room and just beat the crap out of them. If somebody had a channel and it was $1,000 a month for me to watch people streamers dragging trolls out of their house and beating them with bongo bats, I would pay $1,000 a month to watch that.
That's
to
funny.
watch trolls get their ass kicked all day long. I would watch that. I would do nothing but watch that.
How about this?
And I know that's not healthy. I know it's not healthy.
For you, I will set up a match from one of my hate comments.
Yeah.
I will call one of them out since I'm learning how to fight. And I'll fight them on a stream.
That'd be incredible.
Like, it'll be a real hater.
Yeah.
I could pull some up. I actually seen some today, this morning. And I will call this guy out for you, and we'll spar.
Even more, I want to debate them online and humiliate them. And I know this is super unhealthy, but it's just like, just drives me.
Now that's the pettiness that
Yeah.
I do like watching petty, and I like watching fights. It's amazing to watch. Like the UFC,
Yeah.
it's an amazing thing to watch. And dirty boxing, shout out to John Jones.
Yeah.
He invited me to his boxing match. His team invited me to his boxing tournament. That thing is unreal. They're throwing elbows. It's ridiculous. That's a crazy sport, but yeah.
Were you demonetized and got a strike? Or are these two different things? These two different situations? 'Cause I think you said at one point demonetized during COVID. Did you do
that was for Nelk. Demonetized.
Okay, so why they got demonetized because of some prank they did. So what I read was they did some kind of flash mob during that broke COVID-19 pandemic standards, whatever.
Yeah, I honestly forgot why we got like demonetized. It was for something like so minuscule in our eyes, but everyone has a different opinion. So like, you know, the media is very a certain party, so they're going to act a certain way.
Yeah, I figured as soon as you got, like, some of the guys in the group said they were conservatives, you were going to get ratioed or demonetized. It's just kind of a matter of time.
I get put into a box. I don't politic, and I get put into a certain box.
For sure.
Just by association. So, like, with me knowing that, I don't see the point in getting into the politics. Unless I'm ready to retire right now, I don't think it's any point for me to get political.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely rough. There's a price to pay, right?
Yo, it is. Like, it's... Yeah, we'll just say that. It is.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a price to pay. There's a bunch of guys I know that are content creators, and I disagree with a lot of stuff they say, but I still would like to see them. I'd love to see Sneeko. Like, you know, he makes great content, but, you know, he occasionally will step so far outside the lines that he's going to lose his channel. And for me, because I have employees,
You can't afford to
I can't afford to do that. Like, there are people who literally feed their kids because of me. I can't afford to do that.
Oh, yeah. That's very thoughtful of you.
Yeah.
That's very thoughtful because you could just end it all right now.
For sure. Yeah. So what was your experience like when you did hang out with Bonnie Blue? How long were you guys hanging out?
For like a week and a half or 2.
Yeah.
We went to the club like every day.
Yeah.
She actually don't like clubbing. Like,
oh, I'm sure.
I don't think that she's actually like how she puts herself out there. I think everyone's regular in this stuff, bro. Like, people just put on an act and they just do what they do. They just do what they do. I mean, I'm regular. Like, how I sound right now, this is how I talk on a day-to-day basis, you know.
Were any guys in your crew trying to smash, like, during that?
Yeah, everyone wanted to. Everyone wanted to. And
okay, so let's go there. Don't you think that's weird that everyone wanted to?
What makes you ask that question?
Okay, So Bonnie Blue, let's say hypothetically she did have sex with 1,000 men in 24 hours or 12 hours, whatever she said. I don't believe her because that's 43 seconds per guy because I can do math. My question is this, bro. Like, what made you be guy number 700? Do you understand what I'm asking? Like, what is going on in your life?
What makes someone want to be that? I mean...
No. What is going on in your life, or what is going wrong in your life to where it's like, I'm going to wait behind 600 dudes to smash Bonnie Blue? What is going on?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like so people are bragging to be like, yo, I did it. I did it.
Or
Like
bragging, or like
thing.
sociologically, what is going on in society where men are that desperate is what I'm asking.
I think fatherless
Behavior, okay, that could be it. Because I'm not, like, I was listening to Andrew Tate do that conversation with Bonnie Blue, and I totally agree with Andrew Tate.
Yeah, what was his point of view?
There's nothing wrong with Bonnie Blue. Bonnie Blue was going to be a sex worker no matter what. There was no reality where she wasn't going to be one. She has chosen to do her profession, and she does it well. And she also brought up an interesting point. She's like, if I ran over a bunch of people on London Bridge, I would get less publicity than me having sex with 1,000 men. Because the media wants you to pay attention to anything but what's really important. Yes. But what my question is this, like, I met Lily Phillips a couple months ago.
Sure.
Seemed like lovely women. The idea of me, like, having sex with someone who just had sex with 100 people seems a little bit debasing to me as a man.
Yeah, that's not something to brag about, but that's what people brag about in this day and age.
Bragging or not bragging, what is going on with you mentally to where you even... Bro, I have a feeling you would not stand behind 600 dudes to smash Bonnie Blue.
Yeah,
right?
personally, not.
Personally, you would not. Because there's a certain standard that you have for yourself. And you've probably seen women who are as attractive as Bonnie Blue who wanted to have sex with you. There's probably some...
Yeah, I turned down a lot.
There you go. Okay, so you said it yourself. There's some level of like
as a man, yeah, you have to have a certain level of respect for yourself.
So what's going on in society to where 1,000 men want to have? It's not, again, not a criticism of her, but what's going on in society where 1,000 men would wait in line?
I mean, they might just go based off her look, maybe.
I agree with you that for probably 800 of those men, she's the hottest girl that he'll ever be with. But again, like, how? I don't know. Like, for me, I can't fathom. I'm sitting in a room looking at the 3 guys who come after me, and some sweaty dude comes out of the door, and then it's my turn to go in there. Could you imagine the smell of the fucking room? 1,000 dudes. Like, to me, it seems like a nightmare. I'd rather go to prison than this. And yet men are lining up to do this. And I'm just confused. Is it pornography that's done this? How did we get to this place?
I don't have an answer.
I'm way more concerned with men in general than I am with Bonnie Blue. Bonnie Blue will be a multimillionaire just fine. And you want to know something else?
She's going to retire. She's definitely could retire right now with how much she's making.
For sure. She's going to be a multimillionaire. And not only that, she's going to, some dude, I guarantee you when she's done with all this, will get on a knee and beg her for marriage. I guarantee, guys get so mad when I say that there's going to be dudes who want to marry Bonnie Blue and Lily Phillips. Dudes are, the level of simp right now is so insanely high.
Do you think simping will go out of style?
No, it'll get more in style. But $59 million to
all these platforms,
Sophie Rain.
What if all these like kind of websites go away?
How would they go away?
Technology.
I think it's going the opposite direction. I think you're going to have AI influencers, and men are going to become more subservient to them. The problem is not like being attracted to a woman. The problem is being attracted to a woman who doesn't even know you exist and sending her money. That is an issue. Okay, I'm sorry if only my friends are OnlyFans creators that don't like me saying that shit, but that's the problem. You're talking to a Filipino ad manager or account manager who's talking back to you. You're not talking to an actual person, and so like that's the issue. You understand what I'm saying?
No, that's the hard cold truth.
Yeah. But like you do these Riz videos where you go up direct and talk to girls because you have some level of confidence. Wouldn't that be better than waiting in line behind 700 dudes to have sex with Bonnie Blue?
Yeah, man, you just gotta rock out. That's it. Just rock out. Just delete social media.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah,
just delete your accounts. Uh-oh.
And was there anything else you've ever gotten a strike before? But it was just the nipple.
Yeah,
that was the only thing. Because Sean Michael Kelly got a strike for having Lily Phillips on, and she was talking about all the dude chats. Yeah, but like that, she is expressing sex work, I think could get you banned on a social media platform.
Yeah, just kind of try to stay away from sexualizing women, like
on YouTube specifically. Yeah,
1,000%. Like you'll get taken down.
Yeah, I can post bikini recap videos on Instagram. I can't post them on YouTube. Yeah, I sure can't post them on TikTok.
Yeah, I mean even on Snapchat, like. you could post a girl in a bikini, and you as a guy might get taken down, but then the girl could post it,
Yeah.
and then she'll be good.
That's
because
interesting.
it's looked at as, in certain instances, it could be looked at or taken in a way of just sexualizing them.
Yeah.
Like it'll literally say like sexualizing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hold on a second. I was gonna ask you about this. You had actually started a podcast recently. Was that going to be part of the Dream Squad? And then you get filmed one episode and then kind of stopped. What was the whole thing there?
Oh yeah, so that was the podcast you're referring to. Is the one that Salim and I did like 2 years back. But we were supposed to be shooting episodes every week. We're gonna make a certain amount, life-changing amount.
Yeah.
But I can't give the exact answer as to why he chose not to. I don't know. That's a Salim question. But that's why I started my own podcast, the Dream Squad podcast, on YouTube and Instagram. It's called just Dream Squad Podcast on Instagram. Yeah, like I feel like it's very important to be able to have a voice. Like what you do is impactful, and clearly it is. The numbers don't lie. You have, over the 5 years, garnered a certain amount of people that are subscribed to you. Yeah. Because the power of your voice. Like if you didn't have a voice, you wouldn't have that many members tune into you. And I'll give you a dap up for that. Like that's admirable. We don't have to get into the specifics, but good, you're doing your thing. I'll tell you that. Give you your credit. But yeah, I want to do my thing. I want to showcase my voice. What people try to hide from the internet, you know, in general. Like I want to just be able to just be myself, and you know. Oh yeah, Jay's getting into music. Because everyone on live, it's funny, they keep saying I look like Lil Nas X, so I mean that means they would listen to me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What kind of sets do you play? I know you DJ.
I DJ. I do EDM and house music.
What EDM artists you like? I know you said John Summit taught you how to DJ.
Yeah, John Summit taught me how to DJ like 2 years ago. And Disco Lines taught me how to DJ. And a lot of DJs actually have. A-Craze is about to give me a little course to fine-tune me a little bit.
Do you just like mainstream EDM, or do you like go into
mainstream? My SoundCloud playlist is like very deep.
Okay.
It's tech house as well.
Okay, so tech house. Okay.
I love tech house.
Is there any drum and bass or dubstep?
All that.
Okay.
I can't name the specific artist.
Yeah.
Like I'm just deep in it. Like
yeah.
And the things that I invest myself into, I go all the way in.
No, we'll find them. Don't worry about it. I promise you, we'll find them. It's all good. So this is another thing. One of the things that I've seen with the content creators who do really well, especially with the prank videos, is that you do stuff that the normal guy wouldn't be willing to do. Okay, right? You will go into places yelling at people, or my favorite was like the MILF Hunter stuff that you're doing. Right? A lot of people are not going to do that. So where did that get started from?
I mean, that was Nelk. They put the camera on me.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they were really pressured when we were in Croatia to get some content. Kyle was like, yo, bro, I need you, bro. Like, we got to make some content. And I was like, I'll help you make content. But it wasn't my intention to, you know, showcase to the whole world that I was going to bag a mom. But they just had the camera on me, like, everywhere I went. So they just highlighted a moment, and it created history. Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
That was, that was.
Do you guys still keep in touch?
Nah.
No? She didn't make the cut?
A little bit after. Yeah. Maybe, like, we were chopping up back and forth. But then after that, nothing really.
Going up, and you have like these creative ways of asking girls for their number on camera. Where did that start from? Were you ever nervous doing it in the beginning?
Yeah, like honestly, do you know my boy Los?
I don't think I do.
Carlos? No. In LA, someone who actually let me sleep on his couch when I was on the come up with Salim.
Yeah,
I never forget about the people that take care of me or that did anything good for me. That dude's awesome. But honestly, I really seen the side of me of how I got so nervous after graduating and, you know, going from making a decent amount of money from my clothing line and investing all of that money into Salim and growing his platform. It took a lot of confidence away from me, because for me at a point in time, I looked at money as that is how you value a man, you know, subconsciously for myself. And so with the lack of money that I had, it decreased my confidence. And, you know, I don't think that you should be trying to approach girls if you're not really getting money. I think that might be a way for a lot of people to lose their confidence when they're trying to talk to girls, because you're already starting at a disadvantage. Because if you move to Miami, you'll really see that girls like guys with money. You'll see 50-year-olds, 40-year-olds with 23-year-old women, because money.
Yeah.
And it talks. You don't have to say anything much when you have money. You don't got to say you got money, but people know if you got money. And you can also fake it to where people think you got money just from the way you dress. Like, you can be calm. You could wear a black T-shirt, walk around Miami with some black pants and some Converse, and people will think you got money. Just talk less. You know, people like try to brag. Oh, I got this, I got that. I drive this, I drive that. We know it's rented. You know what I'm saying? And just because it's rented don't mean you ain't balling. Like, it's all perception. The way that you think, you got to understand the way that people like articulate the way you communicate.
Yeah.
You know, if you have a pretty deep voice, so I know people might be intimidated when you're talking to them. Same with me. You know, if you were to talk like, meow, 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 then you probably would want to say a little bit less, because, you know, people would. It's hard to explain.
No, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. The Angel Reese video that you did, I thought that was pretty awesome.
Thank you, man.
And
tried to shoot
you
my
guys
shot.
try to shoot your shot. How did you get in the situation where were they going to practice? Like, what were they doing?
I was actually on a road trip moving to Miami. And yeah, I was just reaching out to the different connections that I knew in Louisiana, and this one guy, he wouldn't want me to mention his name, so I won't, but he said that I can get you in touch with Livy Dunn, Angel Reese, Coach Kim, like everyone. And he actually did. I wasn't able to link with Livy Dunn and shoot content with her because she had to pick her parent up from the airport, stuff like that. But yeah, this guy, he's just really tapped in with everyone in Louisiana. Like, anytime I could literally live in Louisiana from this guy for free if I wanted a spot there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just using the connections that I've gathered from doing content creation, posting clips every day, or as much as possible. You know, I've kind of come into a point where I'm a little bit inconsistent. That's just because of, you know, losing everyone. That could happen to you naturally.
I would like to see like YMCA guys versus WNBA players.
That'd be funny.
It'd be interesting.
That'd be lit.
It'd be interesting. Like, I think the YMCA guys would beat them in the full court. And,
no, those girls are,
and beat them on the glass. But some of those girls can shoot.
Yeah, they can dunk on you, bro. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Really bang out.
Yeah. That'd be really interesting. This is something you just said a second ago, and it caught my attention.
Sure.
Which we always have debates on this show, other shows I go on, about the concept of going up and doing cold approach. If your cold approach a direct or indirect, using social media, using a social circle, having girls with you when you go up and talk to other girls, if that makes it easier. You just said a second ago, you're like, if you're not doing this for money, a lot of times if a guy is not super attractive, he goes up and does cold approach, it doesn't go as well for him as it would for someone else. Have you seen that to be the case? And then what are workarounds for that?
I'm not the best looking guy in the room. I'm not Ryan Gosling, not A$AP Rocky or nothing like that, but I'm just a mediocre looking guy, and I just work with what I got, you know. You know, when I was younger, I thought that being black wasn't really cool, but as I'm getting older, you know, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. It's like being black is just, that's my superpower. And just speaking less indirect works for me. Yeah. Because I used to pray for a voice like this to be able to speak with a bass in my voice. Yeah. Because I used to sound like a little girl when I was in high school. And yeah, so people look at me as intimidating. I don't know if it's because of the color of my skin or on top of sounding like a monster, like, yeah, you just, my approach is indirect. Yeah. You know, I like to get into people's heads subliminally. In certain aspects that might be good, some aspects that might not. You know, I think it's very important to be direct in certain moments, but some people just can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
So,
since you got involved with the Nelk Boys, have you noticed girls that were just specifically clout chasers?
Oh,
like,
yeah, I can
what
tell.
What percentage of them? How can you tell?
99%.
99% of them. And
Like
then, like,
90.
how do they behave? Like, what are the things?
98 at the lowest.
Okay.
How do they behave? They're just like this. Where's my phone? They're just like this. Clout chasers, they don't ask for one picture. They throughout the day or throughout the night, they ask for like at least 5 pictures.
Yeah.
After the first picture, if they continue to ask for another picture, their odds are they're a clout chaser. Especially if you know that photo was nice or decent, like you don't need to keep asking. You're just clout chasing. Another sign of a clout chaser is they'll unsend the messages right when they see you. Because before, when I go out in the past, like I would like always look at my messages on DMs, and I would see when I would go to a certain location that people would reach out.
Yeah.
And right when I get there, they unsend the message that they sent. That's like a sign of a clout chaser.
Nice.
More or less. And then another sign of a clout chaser, I've never talked about this. A lot of times guys that come around me, they say, I'm just doing this for you, man. Like, I'm here for you. Like, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
Like, when people say I'm here for you and you never ask them, odds are they're a clout chaser.
Yeah.
Another sign of a clout chaser. I mean, you just look at the way that people carry themselves on social media. That's a good way to tell.
With girls, do they feign interest, actually have interest?
Oh, they act interested.
Act interested.
They're like, oh my gosh, I love you. Like, watch all your videos.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll be like, name one.
Yeah.
They start looking this way.
So the
like,
clout,
okay.
the clout is just they know you're a famous YouTuber.
Because
they don't even
see
know
other people coming up, taking pictures.
Maybe
with
they
you.
see a light in a camera,
Or their homeboy.
Yeah.
Usually this is how it goes. Their homeboy, it's like, yo, that guy over there, he's from the Dream Squad.
Yeah.
Or he's from Nelk. And then I literally see it. Like, I see everything. I'm like security. When I go out, I don't need security. I'm my own security. But no, after being around certain people this spring break, yeah, I definitely need security.
So wait, you get recognized more after the Bonnie Blue thing?
It was definitely a big spike because Cousin Jay, he was like on a decline a little bit. That made everyone, just how I said earlier, like it equaled me out to like, I was like on a decline just because of the Shadowbanned.
Yeah.
And then it just brought it up like this, back to where I was before the Shadowbanned. Yeah.
Okay, I have to ask you this, and I don't know if you can, tell the correct or the actual answer here, but like
That's fine.
there's insinuations that she maybe hooked up with some guys in your crew. Did she actually do that, or was that just for
Subscribe
just
to
for
the
video?
Patreon.
Okay, all right, all right. So I had, I'll just tell you a story. I had 2 girls come on my show, and I actually believe that they would do this. That Bonnie Blue and Lily Phillips would do this, but I had 2 girls come on my show, and they were talking about their like fuck a fan contest. It's like, oh, I'm gonna have a drawing to have sex with one of my fans, and their girls like, yeah, I would do this too. And they were going back and forth about how they wanted to have sex with their biggest spender on OnlyFans or whatever. And then as soon as show's over, one of them looks at the other one and goes, do you really fuck your fans? And the first girl's like, fuck no, that's gross. I would never have sex with my fans. And I'm like, lie. I'm just like,
it'd be like that. No, yeah, but for the storyline,
yeah.
the best way to find out if that did or didn't happen is subscribe to the Patreon.
Subscribe to the Patreon to find out if it
And
did
that's
happen.
where you can see all of Cousin Jay's old content,
Yeah.
new content. I can't confirm or deny, but just do your research.
That's amazing. That's incredible. The other video you did I thought was awesome. I would have been afraid to do this. The catfish video where you had your redheaded homegirl and then she matches with this dude. And this guy you meet up with, you're wearing a red wig.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I thought this dude was going to start swinging.
Oh, he was pissed.
Yeah.
He was pissed. That was right outside of Moxie's in Fort Lauderdale, bro. Oh my gosh. That I actually felt bad for because I've honestly been catfished before to where I had to delete Tinder. This happened before 2020, before the pandemic. And my experience with being catfished, which brought the idea for me to do this, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how to classify it or they, but it was someone who was not classified as a he or she.
Yeah, non-binary.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought that I was going to see a lady, and the profile did not match
Okay, yeah.
who I thought I was coming to see.
It's
and so,
uncomfortable for everyone.
honestly, like I was really young when this happened. I was probably like 19, 18. And I was in LA, and I thought it was some fine shit.
Yeah.
And I could tell that this person that was approaching me was my Tinder date, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Based off like how this person was looking. It was like they were looking for Jay. And so I just ran away.
Yeah.
And I deleted Tinder after that. That was my experience with dating apps.
That's your only experience with dating apps. I've found them to not be very. They were not great in the beginning, and they become progressively worse. Like there's 9 guys for every 1 girl on Tinder now. Like that's where we've gotten to as far as that's concerned. Now, one thing I do want to ask you about is the concept of pre-selection, which is women want what other women want, and when women see you with other women, they become more attracted. Have you seen that? And also, you going up and doing the Riz videos approaching when you have you ever done them when you have women with you and without? Have you noticed anything?
A homegirl, Katie, like naturally, you got to have a good group of people around you, just in general, not even to pick up women, just in general in life to win. Like it could be guys and girls, like, just having the right people around you, it helps you win. Yeah. You don't want to be around people that are not uplifting you or just bringing you up mentally or in a financial way. And so, and I wouldn't say intentionally I would bring girls around. Like, I don't even hang around a lot of girls, to be honest. I don't have a lot of female friends. I like to. Yeah. And I'd like my staff to be 70% of women, honestly, because it seems like the guys that I run into tend to be jealous of me. Like the people that I work with.
You don't quite get the same issue. I have that too, where when my female employees, I never have that issue where they're trying to they want to replace me or anything like that.
Why do you think Sally's on the team? Like she literally doesn't want anything bad to happen to me, or she's not trying to compete with me.
It's an interesting concept. Yeah.
It's so different. Like I feel like I was raised around women, and women like to uplift me. Yeah. Men like to try to take away and try to compete. I don't know. It seems like in this industry, it's just super girl based. And I don't operate off girls. I operate off of just you scratch my back, I scratch your back. Yeah. That's it.
So there's the function of women finding guys attractive because of clout.
Yeah.
Right? But there's also the function, I'm just asking if you've seen this, where women find guys attractive because other women find them attractive.
So would you say that's a clout chaser or no? That's
so I think it's a kind of social
form of
it's a
social climbing?
social proof. It's a type of social proof, but it's like
I've definitely experienced that, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
1,000%. No, I've seen it. Like honestly, I'll just say I've seen it. I'll keep it like that. I've seen it. That's a real thing.
Sometimes guys will post their girlfriend, and then all of a sudden they get hit up by a bunch of girls who ignored them before. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, everyone comes back. Like when you're traveling or when you're around people that are attractive in their eyes. It's a natural thing. Because like it spikes a sense of urgency, jealousy. Mm-hmm. People are jealous. And that's the people that play into people's jealousies win the most, I think, in social media. So it could be intentional or unintentional, but an intentional way of pissing people off in this very lazy world is by posting every single day. Yeah. That pisses people off. Why are you posting so much? Why are you showing up when I'm not showing up? I'm inconsistent. Yeah. People don't like seeing you do better than them. So if you do better than people, Sally will say it. She said it the other day. People in her hometown are now starting to try to do content, and they look up to her when no one in South Dakota makes content. And she's going to be the first superstar of South Dakota. She's going to be up there with the what do you call that? Mount Everest?
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore. Yes. See, I'm cooked. Yeah. Yeah. Her face is going to be up there with the Rushmores.
Nice. So the other thing I thought was a really interesting term. Can you explain what a winter soldier is?
I was going to ask you, are you a winter soldier? I mean, there's many different definitions of it.
Yeah.
I honestly came up with that word from the comments. People would just always see me around a plethora of like white women, doing the college videos, being around sororities. And yeah, like they just thought it was funny. And so I guess for me looking it up on the Urban Dictionary, I think it means something like a black man who just likes white women. But I'm not racist, but you know, black women think I'm racist from the past content and the people that I've associated myself with. Naturally, from being around a bunch of white guys, you're going to be around a bunch of white people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I work with white people, no shit, I'm going to be around. We're not going to Jamaican festivals on a regular. And, you know, I try to find people that are my kind. Like, I want a lot of people on my team to be of the same ethnicity as me, just so we can learn and bounce off each other. And I want it to be just as much as it is relatable for me from the same background. I want it to be as diverse as possible too, you know? And I have a couple Dream Squad characters in mind who are going to be next up. And they're just doing normal 9-to-5 jobs, and I want to change that. Yeah. You know, Salim was going to be a writer, for a music writer at first, but then I changed it into how people know him today. Like, he doesn't have to work as much anymore. Yeah. From just being consistent with the things that we came up with. So, yeah, that's that.
When I first started my program, one of the first big challenges we had, not challenges, but we had a very large demand of African-American guys and Indian guys wanting to date white women. And they would come to us.
Those are winter soldiers.
Yeah, not thinking that they could, or thinking that white women just didn't like them. And then us showing them, hey, that's clearly not the 2,000 testimonials people can look at. And a lot of them are Indian dudes, Asian guys that are just exclusively dating white women. I have white guys who exclusively date black women in my program as well. So it's just, you know, people have their preference. Yeah. But some people think they can't. And the thing is, that's why I like the concept of winter soldier. Yeah. Right? Because you're fighting the fight because you know you can.
I see. I see. Are you a winter soldier?
Am I a winter soldier? I listen, man. I'm
You don't discriminate?
I really don't discriminate. Yeah,
that's good. I feel like light skins and like Latinas attract you. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the last two girls I dated one was Russian and Lebanese, and the other one was Russian and Native American. Okay. So I have a Megan Fox with a boob job.
There you go.
Yeah, maybe that's it, or the volleyball player with a boob job. That's kind of my
There you
thing.
You go.
So you were living in Los Angeles for a while, and now you live in Miami. Can you talk about the difference in, say, the dating scene there in Los Angeles versus Miami?
You need to download Duolingo. If you ain't got a girlfriend, get Duolingo.
Okay.
That's an app. This is not sponsored, but you got to
learn
so many
Spanish speakers in Miami.
Yeah, not even just for dating, like even for work. Like in Brickell, where we live, it's like everyone speaks Spanish, bro. And so you have to be bilingual naturally if you want to win more. And like Spanish people, they love when you try to learn Spanish. Like, you know, people just like seeing the effort in this life. As much as they hate seeing you win, certain people just like seeing a little bit of effort. And so a little goes a long way there. Yeah. Hola, ¿cómo estás, me llamo?
Right. That's
Mi nombre es Primo J.
That's it. Primo. Is there a piece of content that you love that didn't do very well, but you just still loved it? You thought it was going to do well, but regardless of it not doing well, you just loved it.
I say, like when the things you care about the most seem to do the less in your life in the start, but I think if you just keep doing it, it grows. Because I don't even post on my design page. Like, I haven't posted in years, and we just recently started posting. It has like 18,000 followers just from me building a following on other platform. Yeah, it's grown, and that's Cousin J Online, where I post all my designs for like the one-of-one pieces, like what I'm wearing right now. Yeah, making clothes, it doesn't get that much views for me, and maybe that's because I don't communicate it to the audience that I'm trying to build on there as well. But I also haven't posted in a very long time on there, and it's grown that much. So all you got to do is post at the end of the day, and you're going to grow. You don't need 1,000 followers to make money. I was making more money before Nelk, you know what I'm saying, than with.
So did that have anything to do with why you aren't working together as much?
And what do you mean by
Like
that?
you say, you were making more money before Nelk. and
Yeah,
then-
I was. I feel like, and not even just in that scenario. Like, say you're in the UFC, say you're in any. I feel like the place that you work in, that's a great base to get connections and grow to a certain extent. But then, unless you work with someone like me, no discredit towards whoever I work with. I feel like if you work with me, you're gonna pass me up. I want you to. But when it comes to, like, say working with any company, I genuinely feel like you make more outside of it. Like YouTube, for example, like you make more off your sponsorships. Like the way you grow is through the connections you make outside of that. And, you know, that's why I'm very grateful for working with them. Like, I never asked to be with them.
Yeah.
They asked for me to work with them.
Yeah.
They don't know me shit. I don't know them shit. You know, it's a business exchange. And so, yeah, in general, I genuinely feel like you make more working outside. Like, do you relate to that in some degree?
Of course. Yeah.
Like,
Of course. I've worked with
YouTube don't pay shit,
YouTube does not pay anything.
but
That is true.
I feel like
Use it as lead gen for something.
leverage.
else.
That's what.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I want everyone to study who's watching this. If you're a supporter of Cousin Jay, just study the word leverage, and you'll understand the way that I get by and why I haven't fell off and moved back to Sacramento. How a lot of people want me to.
What would you say right now are your thoughts on, say, retention, watch time for the algorithm? What would somebody who's trying to get into YouTube content creation, what are 3 things that they should focus on first?
Streaming.
Streaming? Okay.
Yeah, that's it. And
I
posting
wish
clips.
you were here next Wednesday, man. I have 12 girls coming in here. We're streaming for 3 hours.
There you go.
Yeah.
And you need to find a social media company that helps you post clips or do it
Yeah.
yourself. If you ain't got enough money to do
Just
it,
hire a VA. I got one in Nepal. I got one in Mosul. I got one in Romania, and they do all my posting for me.
yeah. Cousin
Find 'em
J,
online.
yeah, Cousin J Media does all my posting for me, so
Yeah.
I'm very grateful for Cousin J Media. Cousin J Media changed my life.
Testimonial for your own company. That's incredible. And
No,
no,
they
changed my life.
They changed my life. I wouldn't be here without Cousin J Media.
That's accurate. Yeah.
Genuinely, I post all my own shit. So like, and I have a whole team that I'm working on to help other people do that, such as Sally and all the other creators and whoever wants to hop on board. So, Cousin J Media.
So I tried this once. I would bring my girlfriend on to different shows with me because I had this young, gorgeous girlfriend, and I wanted to show her off because I talk about relationships, and I wanted to show that I had this relationship. What happened was, no matter how pretty she was or whatever she said, there's just these nasty comments.
Yeah.
And I just realized, like, I can't do this. So like now my relationships I keep off
the grid.
internet.
Yeah, you can't have it on the
You
internet.
mentioned that. Yeah. So can you go into that? Why is it that you don't do that?
No, I mean, naturally, you know, I had this love series on my channel. I don't think I named it. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Regardless, I had a series where I was genuinely trying to find the love of my life. And it was like supposed to last for 30 days, but building my own staff and team, it's kind of hard to post every single day. I mean, now it's fully developed to where I can do that like at any time, post every single day. But before, like a year ago when I was on this grind, it was so hard to do. And, you know, putting the girls on camera, some people who I was interested in, whether it's for just content or reality, it was kind of hard facing the fact that I would ask the girls, like, what are people responding to you with? And they would show me, and it would be like, yo, like, I'm trying to, like, take Cousin Jay's girl. Like, it just showed me, like, a different side of, like, the fans who are not actually fans. Like, they're not my brothers. Like, there's certain fans that would die for you, and there's certain fans that would actually try to.
They saw you go viral for doing this, and they want to go viral off dunking on you.
Yeah, like, just for communicating with
Dylan
girls.
Dennis and Logan Paul. Yeah, they're dunking on you and going viral for coming.
Man,
after
I
you.
was like, that hurt me.
Yeah.
Like, seeing that some of my fans would actually try to take a girl that they thought was mine, that hurt me. So I was like, oh, fuck no. And then, you know, getting swooped from certain homeboys, partners who I thought were my partners.
Sure. Did that only happen once, or was it
Just one time.
Just one time. Okay.
You know, to my knowledge.
Yeah.
you never know behind
Right.
closed doors. But what's done in the dark always comes to the light, and that's called the truth. And that's why they call me the truth. Recently, that's a recent thing, but yeah.
I think there's another issue, which is when you talk about clout money, is the girl who would have normally been in like a monogamous relationship, been a good girlfriend, but she's being pulled by her friends to let's go to the Bop House or let's film. There's several couples here in Vegas. I know some in Los Angeles. These people make several $100,000 a month, and they invite girls to come film with them in like very sexualized manner. And the girls are like do I stay in this relationship or do I go film?
So yeah,
I see Sophie Rain, she makes 59 million. I see Daniel Bergoli, 30 million. It's like, do I stay in this relationship? And so this is the decision women didn't have to make before.
it's
and
a
again,
real decision now.
Make your money. I'm not begrudging you for making money. The whole thing is, it's like, now as a guy, I used to have to compete with the other dudes, and I don't have to compete with the other dudes.
You're competing
Now,
with the internet.
I'm competing with the internet. I'm competing with OnlyFans.
So
like,
powerful.
And even if the girl I date isn't on OnlyFans, there's downstream ramifications, because now what happens is, because she has become more accepting of the idea of sexualizing herself for money, the girls that she associates with who maybe aren't on OnlyFans, they're also more accepting of it. I had a conversation with one of my clients yesterday, and he was talking about going out with a normal girl. This girl was an account manager. She was like a coder, normal square girl. And I listened to their conversation, and this woman sounds like a hooker, like completely. It was just pay for my friend, pay for this. She's gaslighting him. And I'm like, yo, that's how hookers talk. Like, now regular women are talking like this. Like, what is going on?
That reminds me of a time in LA where this one girl met at a party. I invited her out to, like, I thought she was chill.
Yeah.
But she came over to Dave and Buster's, like that's where we met. First thing she said, she didn't even say hi. She said, next time you're on a private jet, like, hit me up.
It's just like, do you understand? It's not just that women are saying this. It's just, this is the type of conversation you would have with a prostitute 20 years ago. And now it's like regular girls have now adopted almost like, it's wild when I hear these conversations. Like, I just met, no, I'm not buying you a bag. What are you talking? Fly your friend out? What the hell are you talking about? And I was just like,
yeah, that flying my friend out is crazy.
It's wild. And again, I'm not saying if you're my girlfriend and we're having threesomes and you want to fly your friend out, I'm fine with that. That's a different story. It's just, I've never met you. You want me to fly your friend? Like, this is crazy.
That's a really
it's
big
crazy
ask.
that you think you could even ask that. Like, that's what's so
Like,
wild.
it's
And I
like-
hear
it's
my clients,
disrespectful.
I hear my clients tell me the stories of girls asking this shit, and I'm like, that is wild to me. That is, but it's just what I'm saying is, because of the ethos that's happened from OnlyFans and say Sex Panther and Patreon or whatever, what's happened is there's this downstream ramification where these content creators are like, get your bag, get your bag, get your bag. Shira 7, Russell Hartley, whatever, get your bag, take his money, take his money, take his money. And the downstream ramifications of that, of the girls who aren't on OnlyFans, who are normal girls, they're still like, I only want to. When you explain to them the average guy in the U.S. makes $59,000 a year and he's 5'9", they're like, what? I would never.
Yeah, it's like whatever that theory is that you came up with earlier. You called it like what's the word? It's like 2 words.
Hypergamy?
It relates to that. That might be what it is.
Mate choice copying? What are you talking about?
Let's try to say hypergamy, but like
hypergamy.
the natural selection or something.
Yeah, natural selection, evolutionary psychology.
Yeah. So, from my perspective, what I've analyzed is that they date up like.
Yeah, okay, hypergamy. The term is hypergamy.
Yeah, they're not
Dating
looking
down.
at the people that are at the bottom.
Yeah.
Not like, I don't know the percentage, but a good amount.
How about the people not at the bottom, and then 1,000 guys in line
Yeah,
to have sex with Bonnie Blue? Like, what I'm saying is the hypergamy has 2 parts to it. One, there's a group of guys at the top who have clout and logistics, and they have a myriad of options. And then there's a group of guys at the bottom who are waiting in line to have sex with Bonnie Blue. Like, that's she's a very nice girl. I'd love to have her on my show, and I'm not trying to begrudge her or
she's
be
a
rude.
very
I'm not trying
kind
to be rude,
person, kind
but
person.
she even needs to ask the question, like, how did I get 1,000? What is going on Earth where 1,000 men would wait in line that I'm not compensating to do this? You know?
That's a good ask. When you get her on the pod, you definitely got to ask that question.
Yeah, I just think that it's a societal issue more than anything else. You know, that's kind of the, like, men feeling worthless.
Yeah, honestly, like, Yeah, because the validation, I think, validation on the internet for a girl is like not everything, but to a decent amount of them, it's everything.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's like, how guys look at having like intercourse as intercourse.
Yeah.
Intercourse for a lot of girls could be just validation from other men.
You were saying before you do believe in love. Had a Ryan Teraband on here a couple of weeks ago. Dr. Teraband said
it's conditional.
Yeah. Well, what he said, conditional. All love is conditional. But what he said was all relationships start off as transactional, and love can form from that. But in the beginning,
it develops. He's saying
it can develop. But in the beginning, you did date her because she was attractive enough, and she did date you because you had qualities that she found attractive. And so in that case, when we're both getting some value out of it, it is transactional.
If you think about it, like, I don't think it's anything wrong with a girl wanting a guy just for his money initially, like what you're saying, like relating to the transactional. But I think if it's like years in and way too many months in, like, say after you're secure and like, can you at least see his personality? That's what I hope for. Like when I have the love of my life, you know what I'm saying? Like, is she with me for me or is she with me just for the money?
Yeah.
But like, I would personally like to come up with someone where, similar to like with making content, like I would want the woman that I'm with to see me at my lowest of lows.
Yes.
And then grow with me to where we can see like the highest of highs. And then, but that's hard. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not at the highest. So like, there's still room for that person to be
right. There. I had a buddy of mine ask this question. What do you think is more attractive to women, status or personality?
Status.
Status. I mean, I agree. Yeah.
Bro, that's dating a dude who got status. That's lit.
Yeah. And you could have a great personality. Like Dave Chappelle has a great personality.
That's my favorite
which
comedian.
Then leads to him having more status.
Bro, that is, from a woman's perspective, I would want a dude that got motion. I don't want to do with no motion. Like, and you ain't got to be famous, but you got to have motion in your city.
Do you think monogamy is a realistic? Do you think monogamy is realistic for a content creator, or monogamy is realistic in general today? You think so?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Like with the woman that I'm choose to be with, I'd be monogamous for her. And, on top of that, I think it's really, really possible if you got it out your system. I got it out my system like 2 years ago.
Just wait till you're 40 and you're on TRT. It'll be right back in your system. Oh, sorry. Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
Yo,
I wasn't supposed to say that.
Are you natty or not?
Am I natty or not?
Yo, chat. Drop down below if you think he's natty or not.
Natty or not. I'm turning 48 here in 2 months. Yeah.
Hey, good for you, man.
Yeah. So the other thing I want to ask you is something I noticed, not nearly to the extent that you noticed, but you're going to have a growth curve online. Do you notice women reacting to you more like immediately after a viral video?
Oh, yeah. I was just talking about that with Sally. Like, literally, every time you drop some viral content, everyone hits you up.
Yeah.
When you ain't got no motion, you go on a hiatus for 2-3 weeks, 2 months, a year. That's when you see who's really there for you, kinda, maybe.
Yeah.
But when you're on the rise and you blowing up, it's kind of hard to tell because you got too much motion. So you need to take a break from social media or like just stay off the grid. Like, thank goodness for me being Shadowbanned, because it's allowed me to just sit back and analyze the people around me. And I have, out of the 98% of the people I was around, I have 2% of those people around me. And so I'm way happier.
Yeah.
Because I have genuine people around
Right.
me.
Right.
Like, thank goodness I got off the internet.
Do you on, let's just say, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, what is your posting sequence for TikTok?
Well,
everything's the same as it is on the other channels?
Yeah, that's how it starts.
Mm-hmm.
I think you should like kind of diversify it. Definitely post the same, but like pay attention to what the things are going viral in the niche that you're in.
Yeah.
And try to adapt it. But like, say if, for example, The creators that I have, all of them will be doing food reviews. They'll all have a food reviewing channel because I have connections to where I can get most people to eat, like in a lot of different places. Post the same content. If you're a food reviewing channel, I mean, you can post that on Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. Yeah. It's shareable. If you're doing pranks, you can post that everywhere, any platform. There's certain people don't want to see. I mean, I guess, yes, you could post the same thing on every single content. You just might have to edit it in a different way for that platform. Yes.
Yeah, we took all the profanity out of everything. Just
yes.
Only because of TikTok.
Yes.
So we didn't want to redo it for all 3 platforms, so we just
reduced the swear words.
Just got rid of all of them, and then we put it on TikTok, and TikTok doesn't seem to hate me as much. They hate me. They very much hate me, but they don't hate me as much.
Yeah. You're less of a threat for them.
Bro, so here's the thing. I used to think it was like some kind of conspiracy. Then someone explained it to me. I actually talked to an exec at Instagram, and he was like, 85% of consumer spending is female. If you make content that holds women accountable, I hold men accountable too. I just want to point that out.
Sure.
Hold men accountable for being overweight. I hold men accountable for being uneducated. Hold men accountable for not being entrepreneurs. I hold men accountable for being addicted to pornography. I hold men accountable. But I additionally hold women accountable for hypergamous standards that have led them down a path to where they're waiting till they're 40 to have kids.
Okay.
When you hold women accountable, you can't sell makeup and tampons on that kind of content. So TikTok is not interested in my content. Does that make sense?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. They're very much. Anytime you hold women accountable, they don't want to buy your content.
Okay.
They don't want to advertise on that type of content. And so because of that, they ratio me. So I have a couple videos with 15 million views, and then regularly I'll have 300 views, and then once in a while I'll get one with like 50,000 views, and then I'm just like. And then I know right after it gets 50,000, I'm going to get ratioed for the entire week. I know right afterward.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like politics.
It is.
You categorize yourself, and so you're going to be categorized in Shadowbanned.
Yeah. I don't think it's something where a bunch of liberal executives are like, he's a conservative, so let's ratio his content. I think it's more like our main purchasers on TikTok Shop are buying X, Y, and Z. What content are they watching? Let's promote that content the most. And if they like it, those prank videos, men and women like the prank video. Cooking, I can't imagine something. Men and women probably like cooking videos, so that would be
so lit.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be filming. Sorry to cut you off, but
yeah,
I'm gonna initially be filming for all the content creators that come and tune in with the Dream Squad through Cousin J Media, and then build out a whole cast of different filmers that help assist with them. So like any state that we're in, we'll be able to have filmers on deck. Like something that most creators, they lack assistance on when they're starting. No one has a filmer because you tell your friend, can you film for me? Oh, bro, it's not going to work. Like, that's why we have Cousin J Media, but continue.
Yes. If somebody wanted to be part of your Dream Squad, what would they need to do? What would you be looking for in them?
They can't be doing content just for money.
Okay.
Not that I'm going to withhold earnings for them and like just shadow ban them from like, you know what I'm saying? They have to focus on being themselves. They have to already be posting consistently. It could be a week of consistency. Like, it don't got to be 2 months, 3 months, a year. I just want to see consistency, which is something that I lack in my life from childhood to 25. And I've been seeing consistency in certain areas of my life, and I love it. And I want to pour into that and water those, the soil, and plant those seeds with the people that are consistent with me.
What's projects do you have coming up in the future?
Working on, if you actually could help with this, I'm working on getting my book like printed, and so soon to be author.
I can hook you up with Rollo. I
want to do that.
6 books. Yeah,
I have nonfiction books coming out.
Okay,
and it's very powerful. Because, I mean, it's funny that I'm writing a book when I barely read books. I've just started getting into it. I listen to more audio books than I do with reading because, you know, the stereotype is true. Black people don't know how to read, and that's why I want to become an author.
And our second strike on YouTube.
It's the truth.
Go ahead.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
How you go hide from the truth? You know, and they can't read. I didn't even graduate. I went to school for a day, and I dropped out because I wanted to chase my dreams. Listen. Yeah, author, soon to be. February 8th, 2026. My first nonfiction book will release. Podcast, the Dream Squad podcast. That's next up. Building the content creators this year. You know, I'm going to be donating all of the revenue I make from Twitch to all the fans. We're not monetized yet. And so I'm going to be like pretty much like the Black Steve will do it, Mr. Beast of Twitch.
Okay.
You know, but I'm going to be Cousin Jay. I'm not going to be someone else. Pretty much highlighting me, the generosity. I want to be a philanthropist through Twitch.
Nice.
And other projects, I want to start a running club one day, and I want to learn how to swim.
Bro, those are popular. Running club, pickleball.
Pickleball.
Those have just blown up.
I love it, bro. Pickleball, that's an underrated sport. People look at it, tennis players, y'all ain't got nothing on pickleball.
Yeah.
You know?
It's pretty.
I want to go pro in that one day, and I would love to, you know, learn how to golf. I want to do everything that I didn't do when I was younger because I didn't have the ability to, whether that's from time or lack of money. So,
Makes
yeah,
sense.
I want to do everything they said I couldn't do. Simple as that.
Where can people find you on your different platforms? Is it Cousin Jay on everything?
Discord, Real Cousin Jay everywhere. Eventually we'll get the handle, just Cousin Jay everywhere. But right now, everywhere, Real Cousin Jay. Real Cousin Jay on Twitch. That's the #1 platform you'll see me most consistent on. TikTok, Real Cousin Jay.
Is your YouTube up? You just can't post new stuff?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
up. I just can't post new stuff.
Got it. All right.
I need to go to the YouTube headquarters and try to work something out to try to get. I'm trying to get back on there.
But your new stuff is going to be on TikTok. Those clips are all going to be on TikTok.
Everything from the day after we leave Vegas, everything consistently will be on TikTok every single day. You'll see every single moment, the moments that I want to show you guys, because I'm not going to show everything. You'll see everything on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, Real Cousin Jay. Tune into the Discord, subscribe to Patreon. That changed my life when YouTube, you know what I'm saying, went away. That's where I posted my content to where people can get the archivable Cousin Jay and then the fresh content that I want to showcase.
Joe Budden came out and said he makes $500,000 a month on Patreon.
No, I'm so grateful for Patreon.
Crazy,
I would not probably exist without
It's a
Patreon.
great alternative platform for making money.
And eventually we'll have my own type of service-based platform like that. But right now, we're invested in Patreon because they saved Cousin Jay. Thank you, Patreon.
Beautiful. All right, man. Well, thank you so much for coming out, man. I'm
No,
really
thank
glad
you.
to meet you and glad to do this talk, man. It was a great time. The Thanos appreciates this as well.
He does.
All right, nice. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We had a really great time doing this. I have a lot more great guests coming on in the future. I do appreciate the feedback after the first episode with Orion. I had no idea how many people wanted me to do this. I just really thought I just need to make content on YouTube, and that's what everyone wanted. But people specifically want this podcast, so I'm going to start doing this every week, and I will do it specifically because you guys asked, and I really appreciate it. I will see you all next week.
Good for you. And does your audience know that you're your voice? Like you have a voice in the
They have a
ring
different
space?
voice?
No, in the ring space?
Yeah, oh yeah.
know?
I'm a ring announcer, yes.
Bro, that's lit. You gotta.
Yeah.
He has such a powerful voice that he's a ring announcer. That is a curveball for me. I never knew that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes. Oh, I appreciate that, man.
No,
Awesome.
yeah, keep doing it. I'm definitely going to invest more into watching what you do from a vicarious standpoint of view. Like, I really liked interacting with you one-to-one. Like,
Yeah. Well, when I come to Miami, let's do some, we'll do a speed
go to
dating.
Moxie's.
We'll do a funny speed dating something show or something like that when I go out.
Yeah,
come out
let's
there.
run it,
All right,
please.
beautiful. All right, man. Well, thank you guys. I'll see all of you next week.